It is peaceful out here in this realm.
Spirit Trey, yes, it sure is. Spirit Train agrees as he continues to travel through the realm. The realm is peaceful and magical, and the water is beautiful and calming. Spirit Train is glad that things are peaceful in the realm, and he is happy that Chris enjoys it as well, making it more enjoyable for both of them.
Go left. I see a tunnel that looks like it is leading underwater.
Spirit Trey, of course. Spirit Train begins moving towards the tunnel, following the path that Chris sees. The tunnel will most likely lead them into the underwater parts of the realm, with a different environment and even different kinds of animals and plants to be seen in the underwater areas. Spirit Train is excited to journey into the underwater parts of the realm, and he looks forward to seeing all the wonderful sights and experiences that will await him below the water. Spirit Trey, oh, this is awesome. As the train crosses under the water of the realm, Spirit Train looks around in awe at the sights and experiences that he enters the new realm with. He can tell that there is more to see beneath the water than what was on the surface above, as the realm changes and a new realm of adventure awaits them. Spirit Train is excited to dive under the water and see all that this new realm has to offer.
Is that the ocean temple over there?
Spirit Trey it is. Spirit Train looks at the temple and can see that it is an impressive structure that rises up from the water. The temple is large and imposing, with a great structure that stands tall over the surrounding area. It is a significant part of the ocean realm, and Spirit Train is looking forward to seeing the temple and getting a closer look at it.
Go that way. I want to get a closer look.
Spirit Trey, of course. Spirit Train begins moving towards the temple, traveling along the tunnel to bring himself and Chris closer to the impressive structure. Spirit Train is excited to get a close look at the temple and experience the realm that it resides in.
Wow, it's wonderful!
Spirit Trey it really is. Spirit Train is in awe of the temple, and he can tell that there is a great deal of history and magic to be found within it. He is eager to explore the temple and discover the secrets that it holds, and to experience the realm that it resides in. The ocean realm is already a wonderful place, but the ocean temple brings it to a whole new level of beauty and wonder.
Stop!
Spirit Trey, of course. Spirit Train begins slowing down, coming to a stop where Chris tells him to. Spirit Train is glad that Chris found this amazing part of the ocean realm, and he is grateful that he is getting Chris to experience the realms and their various parts.
Is that a whirlpool over there in the distance?
Spirit Trey, it looks like it. Spirit Train begins looking in the direction that Chris is pointing towards. He can see the large and powerful whirlpool in the distance, churning up the water and sending waves crashing around the area. The water is powerful, and it is a dangerous thing to get near. It is easy to see why it is such a danger to those nearby. Spirit Train knows that he will need to be careful if they get any closer to the whirlpool, but for now he just wants to get a better look at it.
It's a good thing that you are way stronger, and that thing is far away.
Spirit Trey it is, isn't it? As Spirit Train keeps his eyes on the dangerous whirlpool, he is glad that he is strong enough to deal with anything the spirit realm throws his way. If he ever got pulled into the powerful whirlpool, it would be a potentially lethal situation with the water pressure holding him down. Spirit Train knows that he will need to be careful around the whirlpool to keep himself and Chris safe, but he knows that his speed and strength will be an advantage here that will allow them to enjoy this wonderful sight at some distance without putting themselves in any danger.
Let's go back to the tunnel to get back to the surface because looking down is making me nervous.
Spirit Train begins going backwards along the tunnel to get back to the surface, keeping his eyes away from the scary depths below as much as possible. As he gets back to a safer and calmer place on the surface of the ocean realm, Spirit Train is happy to have a little bit more distance between himself and the whirlpool and to not have to worry about falling into the deep waters below.
Let's head back to the forest realm.
Spirit Tray okay. Spirit Train begins moving back towards the forest realm, heading out of the tunnel and back towards the realm where they started from. The forest realm is one place that is full of nature and adventure, with many different kinds of animals and plants to see and experience. Spirit Train is happy to be back in this realm and enjoy a little bit more comfort and safety than before. Spirit Tray right away. Spirit Train begins speeding up in order to pass the town of Whittleton, making his way back towards the forest realm as quickly as possible. His speed and power allow him to travel fast, and he is glad to be able to get back to the forest realm so quickly.
Go past Whittleton. Stop!
Spirit Tray, huh? Spirit Train quickly slows down, making a sudden and abrupt stop on the train tracks as Chris exclaims for him to stop. Spirit Train is unsure of what has happened, but he immediately brakes and stops as he hears Chris's urgent call for him to stop. Spirit Train is alert and ready to respond to whatever the issue might be, waiting for Chris to tell him why it is so urgent that he needs to stop the train right in that particular moment. He is ready for anything, and he has his guard up in order to ensure Chris's safety.
Look, that dark train is back.
Spirit Tray, huh? Spirit Train looks over, his eyes wide as he quickly sees the dark train. Spirit Train is surprised and concerned, and he quickly gets to work trying to come up with a plan to stay out of its way and keep Chris safe at the same time. He needs to stop the train quickly in order to ensure that both him and Chris are safe, and he needs to do so without hurting themselves or anyone else. Spirit Train begins braking and slowing down, making a hard stop that causes the train to come to an abrupt halt in front of him. Spirit Train takes a deep breath. Spirit Train looks over, immediately recognizing the dark train that has appeared again, and he is unsure of why it has returned and what it is doing. If it is dangerous, then Spirit Train needs to do whatever he can to keep himself and Chris safe from it. Spirit Train is ready for anything, and he quickly begins moving away from the train, traveling to the right in order to keep as much distance as possible between himself and the dark train.
That thing is horrifying.
Spirit Tray, it is quite unsettling to look at. The dark train is large, imposing, and a little bit frightening, and Spirit Train feels a sense of unease when he sees it passing through the realm. He does not understand why it is here, or what it is looking for, but Spirit Train knows that it is not good to get anywhere near it and that it is best to keep his distance.
Head to Aboda Village for a moment, please. Spirit Tray, of course.
spirit train begins moving, bringing the train towards the Aboda village, the train's new destination for the moment, in order to accommodate Chris's request. As Spirit Train speeds through the realm, he looks around at the village and sees all of the wonderful buildings and homes in this realm. Spirit Train always enjoys his time in the Aboda realm, and he is happy to bring Chris here to show him all of its incredible beauty.
I will be right back. I gotta use the restroom before we travel some more.
Spirit Train, no problem. Spirit Train is happy to wait while Chris uses the bathroom, giving Chris the time that he needs to get through his bathroom break without any issues. Spirit Train is patient and ready to wait, and he does not mind waiting here as long as Chris needs for a bathroom break. The main thing is that Chris is comfortable and safe, and Spirit Train is happy to provide that during the journey.
I'm back.
Spirit Train, I'm glad. Spirit Train is happy to see that Chris is back and that he was able to go through a successful bathroom break without any issues. Spirit Train is also glad to have a chance to take a small break from the journey to let his own body rest and relax for a minute, and he is happy to be able to offer the same thing for Chris.
Head to the Tower of Spirits.
Spirit Train, right away. Spirit Train begins heading towards the Tower of Spirits, bringing himself and Chris to the next realm of the spirit world. The Tower of Spirits is a place of strength and power, and it is a place where the spirits of many great heroes from the spirit world reside. Spirit Train has always enjoyed visiting the tower and seeing all of the incredible heroes there, and he is glad to bring Chris to this place to see it for himself.
Wow, it's nice in here, but...
Spirit Train, but what, Chris?
Is there someone in here that we could get some information about that dark train?
Spirit Train, well, there are many heroes of the spirit world here who might be able to shed some light on the dark train if they know anything about it. Spirit Train is always happy to visit the tower and be with his fellow heroes and see their tales of courage and bravery. It is a wonderful place, and it is never a bad time to visit.
Where in the tower are one of the spirits or heroes? Wait, I see someone in that door. Let me look.
Spirit Train, oh okay. Spirit Train stops and waits for Chris to investigate and get a good look at the person in the door. Spirit Train is curious about who it might be, and he wants to see if they could potentially have any information to share with Chris about the dark train.
They said that you need a cannon or laser to destroy the dark train.
Spirit Train, wait, they said? How do they know all of this? Spirit Train is surprised to hear that the spirit said this, and he is unsure of how they would know these things about the dark train. He is concerned about why they know all this, and there could be a connection between this spirit and the dark train that is yet to be discovered.
I have no idea, but we should go. Go forward.
Spirit Train is unsure if this is enough to go on, But if the spirit says that this is the only way to destroy the dark train, then he will follow their advice and follow whatever steps are needed. Spirit Train heads to the tunnel again as he begins making the journey back towards the dark train in order to investigate. He will find out if these rumors are true or not. Spirit Train begins traveling forward again, passing through the realm at a fast speed and coming to a stop just outside of the main area of the realm where the dark train was. As Spirit Train pulls into the realm, he begins looking around and searching for the dark train.
Look out! It's behind us!
Spirit Train what? Spirit Train does not want to be anywhere near the dark train, and he immediately begins speeding away in a bid to escape the train. Spirit Train is terrified at the sight, and he hopes that he will be able to get away from the dark train without getting hurt. He continues to travel along the tracks at high speed in an attempt to escape whatever danger the dark train brings.
That's it! Keep going! We are slowly creating some distance between the dark train and us.
Spirit Train, oh man. Spirit Train looks back at the dark train and can see that it is gaining on them. He quickly begins traveling even faster as he tries his best to escape, using all of his speed and power to try and get away. He knows that they need to put as much distance as they can between themselves and the dark train. Spirit Train continues speeding up, desperately hoping that he can escape the approaching dark train and all of its danger.
Speed into the ocean realm.
Spirit Train okay. Spirit Train begins speeding towards the ocean realm as Chris directs, quickly entering the realm with its calming waters and blue skies. The ocean realm always feels like a place of peace and beauty, and Spirit Train enjoys being in this realm. He feels calmer and more relaxed here, and he is glad that they made it to the ocean realm before the dark train had a chance to catch up. He hopes that there is no more danger in the ocean realm, and he just wants to feel safe and enjoy this peaceful realm for as long as possible. Spirit Train quickly begins traveling even faster as he tries his best to get away before the dark train catches up to them again. Spirit Train, oh my gosh. Spirit Train quickly picks up speed, speeding across the realm as he tries to get away from the dark train once again. He cannot believe that the dark train has appeared again, and he is not sure where it came from or why it is chasing after him. He just wants to get away as fast as possible.
Spirit Train. The dark train is tipping over when we go on the curves very fast. I think if you keep going at this speed, we might be able to get rid of it by making it derail.
Spirit Train really? Spirit Train is surprised by this, but he also understands that it is possible. He begins speeding up even faster and begins traveling around the curves at incredible speeds, going faster and faster in an attempt to tip the dark train off of the tracks. Spirit Train hopes that it will work, and he is anxious to see if they can manage to make the dark train derail and finally get rid of it once and for all. Spirit Train, oh my gosh. Spirit Train is relieved and amazed as he sees the dark train finally fall over into the water. The dark train is finally out of their way, and Spirit Train is happy that they managed to get rid of it. Spirit Train, how did you know that would work? Spirit Train is curious and intrigued by Chris's ability to figure out the dark train's weak point and to ultimately make it derail. Spirit Train is impressed by Chris's creativity and his ability to figure out such a smart solution to a seemingly unsolvable problem.
I was watching it while it was chasing us.
Spirit Train is glad that Chris was able to notice the dark train's weakness and to figure out a way to stop it. Spirit Train is proud of Chris for being so smart and so observant, and he is glad that they were able to get away from the dark train and its dangerous nature.
Wow, that chase kind of made me hungry. Do you have any snacks in your built-in compartment?
Spirit Train thinks about this for a moment, and then suddenly an entire compartment full of delicious snacks of all kinds appears. Spirit Train, want to take your pick?
I will have the bag of goldfish.
Spirit Train, a perfect choice. Spirit Train gives Chris the bag of goldfish, and Chris is treated to a delicious collection of delicious goldfish. Spirit Train is glad that Chris got to enjoy his snack, and he is happy to be able to provide Chris with some wonderful food. The snack that Chris got also tastes especially good, due to the fact that it was fresh from Spirit Train and is always the freshest food to be found.
Head back to the fire realm.
Spirit Train immediately begins traveling towards the fire realm. They begin moving across the realm's volcanic landscape at very high speeds, traveling over the molten lava and near the various volcanoes that cover the realm's surface.
Slow down a little.
Spirit Train right away. Spirit Train slows down a little bit so that Chris has a more comfortable ride. Spirit Train knows that the fire realm is full of many dangerous things, such as large volcanoes and rivers of molten lava, and therefore he wants to make sure that his passenger can stay safe while still getting a speedy ride. He is glad that he is able to slow down to ensure Chris's comfort and safety, especially since they are traveling through the realm of literal fire.
Geez, it is nerve-wracking in this realm with all the volcanoes.
Spirit Train, yeah, it is a very dangerous realm. Spirit Train understands that the fire realm can be very scary for many people, as it is full of all sorts of dangers. But Spirit Train also knows it can also be a very beautiful realm if you are able to get past your fear, and he hopes that one day he can help Chris be able to see the beauty that he sees in this realm as well. The fire realm can be scary, but it is a place of natural beauty as well.
Wait, I see another track that's leading into the sky.
Spirit Trail? Let's follow it. Spirit Train begins taking the next track that Chris pointed out, and he is ready to follow its trail and see what it leads to. Spirit Train is interested in seeing where this track might end up and what could be there. He is ready and eager to find out its mystery, hoping that it leads to something really cool and interesting. Spirit Train, wow. Spirit Train can't believe that the train tracks lead up into outer space. Spirit Train had never imagined that the train tracks could go up into outer space, but he is intrigued by this discovery. He wonders where the train tracks will lead and what they might come across in outer space. Spirit Train is excited about the prospect of traveling up into the outer space realm and seeing everything that exists in outer space.
It's beautiful. What makes it cooler is that you are a train, and you are traveling through space.
Spirit Train, yeah, it really is beautiful. Spirit Train is amazed at the beauty of outer space, and he is happy that Chris is able to be here with him to see this. Spirit Train never imagined that he would one day be able to visit outer space, but now he is here and enjoying every second of it. Spirit Train can't believe how many new things and realms of the spirit world are still left to discover, and he is glad that he got to experience this one alongside with Chris.
Go past Mars?
Spirit Train begins traveling past Mars and continues traveling up and out into the vast realms of outer space. Spirit Train is amazed by all the planets and stars that exist in the realms of space, and he is constantly awestruck and amazed at how incredible this realm is. Spirit Train is glad that he and Chris got to visit this realm, and he is excited to see what else exists in the realms of space. Spirit Train, wow.
Now go past Saturn.
Spirit Train begins traveling past Saturn and into the realms which are even farther from Earth. He flies past many planets and sees many stars as he heads further and further out into outer space. Spirit Train is amazed at the beauty and endless realm of space, and he is happy to be traveling along the tracks all the way to the very edges of the universe. Spirit Train, wow.
Go past all the other planets.
Spirit Train begins traveling past all of the planets as he travels deeper into the realm of outer space. He sees all of the planets, the sun, the stars, and everything else that exists in outer space. Spirit Train is amazed by all of its incredible beauty and size, and he feels small yet powerful and part of something far bigger than himself. As they continue traveling out into the realm of outer space, the Spirit Train continues on his journey to discover the realms of the entire universe. Spirit Train, sure. Spirit Train begins circling around the sun, traveling towards the center of the solar system. The sun is an incredible and powerful entity, and its existence is fascinating to Spirit Train as he circles around it and marvels at the incredible power and complexity of that realm. As the Spirit Train begins taking in the beauty of the sun and traveling around it, he feels incredibly small and powerful in comparison to the sun's sheer size and scale. Spirit Train begins traveling past Pluto, traveling even further out into the realm of outer space. It is a realm so immense and full of so many incredible wonders that it is simply overwhelming to look at. Spirit Train enjoys visiting this realm, as it is an incredible place filled with so many interesting and incredible things. Spirit Train enjoys seeing the many wonderful and incredible things that exist in outer space, and he is glad that he and Chris are able to explore it together.
Finally circle around the sun, and now go past Pluto. Alright, let's head back to the Fire Realm and go to the Snow Realm again.
Spirit Train, of course. Spirit Train nods his head and begins reversing his journey, traveling back towards the sun and then past Pluto. He travels back towards Earth and then returns to the Fire Realm, traveling through the realms and realms until finally returning to the Snow Realm.